Good morning. The court's going to take up the next case on the court's docket C200161CPS in the interest of Max David Lamb, a child. The case is set for a permanency hearing and pretrial. The case is currently set for trial September 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. with a dismissal date of November 8th, 2021. The hearing today is being conducted pursuant to emergency orders of the Texas Supreme Court via Zoom video conference. Participating in the hearing today on behalf of the department is caseworker Heather Shugala and regional attorney Deborah Keenum. The mother of the child is Alexis Munguia, and I'll verify whether or not she's participating in the hearing here in just a moment. Madeline Smith is her attorney ad litem, and Ms. Smith is participating in the hearing today. There's an alleged father, Jeremy Lamb, who's been cited by publication through posting. I don't believe he's present. I'll confirm that in a minute. There's also an unknown father cited by publication through posting. The court has appointed Tom Davidson as the attorney ad litem for the alleged father, Jeremy Lamb, and the unknown father, Mr. Davidson, is participating in the hearing today. Emmett Fleming is the attorney ad litem for the child, and he is participating in the hearing today. The CASA guardian ad litem representative for the child is James Valancano, and he is participating in the hearing today. The current caregivers for the child, I believe, are Misty and Jason Fine, who are foster parents, and I believe Misty Fine is participating in the hearing today. The child is excused from participating in the hearing today. Also note on my screen is participating in the hearing today, Penny Benton. Ms. Benton, could you advise the court your connection with the case, please? Ms. Benton, if you could unmute your device and advise the court your connection with the case, please. Well, I'm showing right now her video.
Hold on. Okay, sir, it's Karen Martin. My friend Penny Benton is the one who last signed on to onto Zoom, and for some reason it keeps showing her. But I am Karen Martin with CASA. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. Thank you, Ms. Martin. I appreciate it. All right. And then I also show somebody participating in the hearing by phone. The area code is 325. The last three digits are 212. If you're participating in this conference by phone, could you identify yourself, please?
This is Jason Fine.
Okay, Mr. Fine. Okay, good. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. If we're ready to proceed, I'm going to ask Mr. Valancano, Ms. Jagola, Ms. Martin, and Mr. and Mrs. Fine. If each of you could raise your right hands, please. Each of you solemnly swear affirm any testimony you give today before the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's see, Ms. Keenum, if we're ready to proceed, you can go forward.
Yes, Your Honor. The department would call Heather Chicola.
All right. Thank you.
Please state your name for the record.
Heather Chigola.
And let's begin, first of all, with Max. How is he doing in his current placement?
He is doing very well. He's currently teething, so he's a little fussy, not sleeping all the way through the night, but he's all in all doing very well. He's growing. He's happy. He's crawling around.
Now, the department had the name of the paternal grandmother, and she was not appropriate for placement. Do we have any other relatives to look at and consider for placement?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to find anyone at this time. I recently went to a couple of addresses in Odessa, and I was able to find the maternal great-grandmother, and she could not give me any other names. And she stated that she would not be able to take Max in either.
And what is the name of the maternal great-grandmother?
I believe it was Brittany, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm not at the office. I don't have my paperwork.
Okay. So those houses that you went to, that was actually based on your finder search.
Correct, yes.
And let's then move over to there. You on your efforts to locate Miss Alexis, what all have you done to stay in contact and locate Miss Alexis?
I have reached out to the phone numbers that I have found on the Finder search, the phone numbers that I have previously reached her on. I previously emailed her, but I never received any response, so I didn't email her again because I wasn't certain that was her information or not. I've reached out to ADAC because ADAC stated that they have heard from her. So I've reached out to them on multiple occasions to see if they've heard from her again. They still have not. I've reached out to Nicole, which is her mother, on multiple occasions, and all she can tell me is that she's not certain where she is, and she has a Wi-Fi phone, from my understanding, and that she can tell her that I called whenever she reaches her, but that's it.
And you also, in an effort to locate her, there were several addresses listed in the Odessa area, and you went and visited those homes in Odessa.
I did, yes, ma'am.
And one of those homes ended up being the maternal great-grandmother's home.
Great-grandmother, yes.
Okay. And so neither the great-grandmother nor the maternal mother have provided the names of any other relatives.
No, they have told me that they may be able to contact someone and see, but they refuse to give me any information.
Okay.
Names, addresses, telephone numbers, anything.
And has Alexis made any efforts on working her service plan?
No, throughout the entire case, I've only talked to her one time.
And that was March of 2021?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And our permanency plan is termination with relative adoption?
I believe it's termination with
unrelated
adoption.
Okay. As far as Mr. Lamb, what efforts have you made to attempt to contact him?
I have completed the Finder search. I am reaching out to the Houston office to see if I can find a caseworker there that may be able to go to the addresses that I have on the Finder search. I have sent, I think, 3 certified letters, hoping to receive something back from him. I have contacted all the phone numbers that I have on the Finder search. I have attempted to contact Mary Lamb, which is his mother.
And thus far,
I have not had any luck on any of these.
Okay. So the department is prepared to move forward with final trial in September, looking to terminate the mother's rights and then the rights of the alleged father. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And move forward with adoption of the current placement?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
Pass the witness.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. Did you have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor, just briefly. I know that you discussed having several different phone numbers and addresses for Alexis. Are those the same numbers that we've had from the beginning?
Yes, I believe there was 2 numbers that were different, but whenever I contacted those numbers, they were disconnected.
Okay, so in other words, there's no other update in contact information other than the last time I spoke with you about it?
No, ma'am.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Fleming, did you have any questions? None? Okay, thank you. Mr. Davidson, any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ma'am, I represent Jeremy Lamb or whoever the unknown father is.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have tried very hard to contact Mr. Lamb, have you not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any success or any luck finding him?
Unfortunately, no. The only time that I was able to reach him was at the very beginning of the case, and then he immediately blocked me.
Okay. And his relationship, he's 25 years older than the mother of this child, is he not?
I believe that's correct. Yes, sir.
Somewhere in that neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Were there suggestions that initially from the hospital that possibly he was engaged in a sex trafficking endeavor with the mother of the child?
Yes, sir.
So if that is or is not a fact, it's probably going to be hard to find him, isn't it?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Yeah. And you were never able to do any DNA testing on him or any other male potential father, were you?
No, sir.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. All right. Any other questions, Ms. Keenum? Okay. Any other witnesses from the department? Okay. Mr. Fleming, anything else from your standpoint? I'm sorry, Mr. Fleming, I think you're muted.
Thank you, Judge. I'm sorry. No, Judge, I concur with the department. I think Ms. Shagola has done the best she could. No witnesses, no evidence.
Thank you. Ms. Smith, any other witnesses or matters?
No witnesses, Your Honor, but I know that Mr. Joel has tried to contact my client, as have I. I have been unsuccessful in getting a hold of her or having any contact whatsoever with her since the beginning of the case. Just wanted to make the court aware of that.
Okay, thank you for your efforts. I appreciate it. Mr. Davis, anything else from your perspective?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Valencano or Ms. Martin, anything else you want to add to your report?
Yes, sir. I've had numerous contact with the foster family, and they are amazing. They have a great support system to help raise Max and everything, and they're doing awesome. I have myself tried to call the mom, and I have left 3 messages. She has not returned any of my phone calls. Matter of fact, now it just goes to nothing. It rings and basically doesn't even connect to anything. But no, I'm all for what the plan is and going forward with that plan.
All right, well, thank you, ma'am, for your efforts in the case as well. I appreciate that in the report. Mr. and Mrs. Fine, anything you'd like the court to know about how the child's doing or anything you need at this time?
Yeah, this is Misty.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well, since Max was placed with us, at 6 days old, he's now 9 months old. He's meeting all his developmental milestones, which we're thrilled to see, especially since he tested positive for meth at birth. So we're just really excited that, he's sitting up, he's crawling, he's pulling up to stand. He loves playing with our 6-year-old daughter and laughing, and he's just such a happy, sweet little boy and just lights up a room with his smile. So we've really enjoyed him and just love having him with our family.
Thank you for that information. And more importantly, thank you for everything you've been doing for him, you and your family. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. The court is going to continue the department as temporary managing conservator, continue the child in the current placement. The trial remains set at this time on September 10th, 2021 at 9 a.m. with a dismissal date on November 8th, 2021. With that,